Well, Steve, there was a lot of talk about the opportunity that Newcastle had to get that first win today. Where did you lose that game and let it get away from you in the end?
Well, I'm going to ask myself the question tonight, really. I don't know the answer to it as we speak. To say that they was without their coach tonight is an understatement. You know, it looked like Al hadn't been coached for 2 weeks. So really disappointed. So we've got to look at how we prepared the team this week. And I've put that to them in the changing room. But the performance was unacceptable, really. We were outworked in every area. They were more physical than us. And if we're a side that wants to be competitive in this competition, you've got to have those basics, i.e., you've got to be abrasive, you've got to work hard, you've got to get the tackle area right. And I think we were off the pace in all of those areas. When we had the ball, we tried to play a little bit too much. We were going sideways, and we didn't resort to kicking the ball and putting it open for a competition. So we didn't play to script. We didn't turn up with the energy that we'd had all week and we'd had in the last 2 games. And I think it's a big part of learning for me that, the lads know it's unacceptable. And, we won't be changing the training days and bringing them in tomorrow morning, none of that nonsense. But we need some answers, and the answers have to come in training and next week against Sale.
Look, there have obviously been some tough days when you were in interim charge and now in permanent charge of Newcastle. I think this is the most frustrated I've seen you after the match. Would that be fair?
Yeah, very much so. And the reasons being is you try to make small gains and steps in the right direction, and we've not made any today. And again, I wish I was able to answer the questions of how do you repair that. If that was the case, we wouldn't be in this position, I don't think. But they're a great bunch of lads who just need driving in the right direction. I think it's a little bit more directional than suggestion needed from the coaching staff, and I think we need to put them in positions where they have to do certain things and stick to that, and I think we can eke the wins out that we need to get. But at this moment in time, very disappointed for them, really disappointed for the sponsors and the supporters, and nobody likes to lose by that margin, certainly at home.
Certainly can never question the spirit, the energy and the application of your players, but how damaging is a defeat like this when it was, as we say, an opportunity to go and put a marker down in front of those sponsors and supporters? Is there a danger that mentally heads start to drop a bit and you spiral a little after a game like this?
Yeah, well, there is, but I think my job is keeping the peckers up, so to speak. I think we're not going to be too radical. We'll do a review and we'll be honest about it, like we always are. But it's get back on the horse as soon as you can, really. I say they've been through a lot over the last 2 or 3 years, and I'm not here to beat them up. I'm here to give them some clear direction and an arm around the shoulder at the right times. But sometimes they need some tough love. I think tonight's one of them nights for us.
It's a cheeky question, Steve, but to finish off, will there be some rotation perhaps based on performance next week? I know you're not a huge fan of rotation and you've got a small squad that's already got some injuries, but are there some who maybe need a little spell out of the team to recover and gather themselves ready to go again?
I don't think so. I think they're all hurt and wounded down there, and by taking them out the squad, then once we've analysed the performance again, once you're out the squad, it's even more hard work to get back in it and to keep motivated. So we'll see. There'll be no rash decisions. Nobody stood out. It was a complete failure by everybody, including myself. So it sometimes happens, and we just need to brush ourselves down and get on with it.
Steve, as ever, thank you for fronting up. Appreciate your time.
Cheers, bud.